So tell us a little bit how you got started with your music career.
I was about 16, and I was sitting in my room listening to music, and I was like, what am I going to do in my life? Because I wasn't doing that good at school, and I don't know, things just weren't working out that good, and I was like, might as well try music, because I like music for like my whole life. I would sit in school with my headphones in like 24/7, teachers be pulling my headphones out, and so I learned how to work on GarageBand on Max, and I started producing my own stuff, and I showed my parents, and they were like, yo, that's pretty good.
Wow.
And then I kept making more and more songs, and then they would be like, yeah, I like this one. And then Mike, eventually, he was like, yo, these are really good. You should start like doing something with it. So I put them on SoundCloud, and they started popping on there for a little bit. And then...
So you pretty much taught yourself how to produce and create music by yourself?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So you love music so much to a point where, okay, I just got to figure something out with it. Trained yourself how to produce, create, and you write your own lyrics as well, correct?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was probably the hardest part, because like the first time I tried writing lyrics, oh my god, I was sitting in my room pissed. I was so pissed. Because like I came up with like one line, and then I'm just like, what comes after? I don't know. And then eventually, once you keep writing lyrics and making more songs, it just like gradually gets easier.
Right. So it just became something natural to you.
Yeah. Well, actually, my grandma, she broke her foot, and then, so my mom, and she was in Florida, and my mom flew to Florida to go help her out a little bit, and then on the way back, she was sitting next to this dude, and she said he looked like a rapper. He doesn't look like a rapper. And she showed him my song, and he was like, yo, I gotta send this to someone. So he sent it to someone, and then she hit me up, wanted a meeting. And then we had the meeting, and then it all just fell into place.
What are the chances of your mom pushing your music on the plane next to somebody who she thinks...
I gotta thank the stool that my grandma fell off of.
Because if it wasn't for her going to take care of your grandmother, then this probably would never happen.
I wouldn't be here.
That is so interesting. Not too many people, you know, who start music at your age have that type of story, you know. It's always, you know, someone else in their family and they wanted to be a musician, but it was just something that you loved your own and you wanted to create your own lane.
Yeah, I never had, like, music connections within my family. Like, my brother wanted to be an actor.
Oh, wow.
But, like, I don't know, he's going his way. I'm trying to go my way. And hopefully we'll meet up at some point. Just share our success.
You might be on the stage performing while he's about to receive an award. You never know.
Exactly.
See how that works out. No, I think that's interesting because you're from Long Island, you know, and you just decided that music was your journey, was the journey that you wanted to do.
Yeah.
I want you to tell our audience a little bit about the struggles that you've been going through in order to get to where you are.
Word. So back in school, I would purposely blow off tests and quizzes just to have my laptop out working on my own music. And they would yell at me all the time, slam my laptop shut, and I'd just be like, gotta finish this song, yo.
Right.
And then, so yeah, I got in a lot of trouble for working on music in school. And I wouldn't spend, like, barely any time with my friends, because I would just be in my room just working in my, like, home studio, just, like, 24/7, like, just never stop grinding.
Wow. So you pretty much had to make a decision. That's what it sounds like.
Like, it was everything over music, you know what I'm saying?
Now, how did that decision play out with you now? Like, do you feel like that was a great decision that you made, or do you feel like you could...
Because, like, if I didn't do that, I'd probably still be thinking about what I want to do in life.
Exactly.
And I don't want to think about that.
Exactly. You'd rather be doing what you want to do.
Yeah, I know what I want to do now, and I know, like, I kind of have, like, a life plan now.
Okay.
I like Juice WRLD. He's got a lot of, like, versatile stuff between his music. I like Post Malone, because I looked into him, and, like, his first song, he, like, produced the beat by himself, and he wrote the lyrics and did that whole first song by himself, and it was his first hit.
Okay.
Which I thought was pretty cool.
So again, I'm just analyzing your answers. So the way you favor artists is based on their craft, you know, not so much about their popularity.
Yeah, I like to see how they make the music more than, like, what it comes out as.
I think that's very important. Again, we're in a generation where this is mumble rap, you know, the type of music that everyone's talking about. And for somebody your age to talk about that much substance in music, it's very, very, very important. And it's something that I think that can relate to a lot of people who are just not in your age group. So I want you to talk a little bit about your music and your audience.
I try to capture like every person in my fan base, because like I try to make each song as different from the last as possible, so it could catch that whole other side of fan base. And yeah, I'll probably bring that like type of music back in like an album or whatever, but like I want to keep making everything different to catch every single fan base.
Okay. Now, would you say your audience or your fan base is your age group or older?
It's probably mostly around my age, but I still want some old people in there.
When I call them old people, say, you know, mature people.
Elders.
I said elders.
Well, I feel like people would, like, when I read a song, I don't really think about it as much, because like when you think about what you're writing, it's gonna be 10 times harder. So I listen to the beat, and whatever pops in my head, like whatever thought, whatever memory I had, I'm gonna write it down, and then just fill in the blanks.
Okay. I'm telling you, like, I'm loving this conversation. I'm thinking that, you know, this kid, he's so dope. He's creating his own lane. And then just recently, you performed at the BET Experience.
Yeah,
and I want you to tell us about that.
That was dope. Yeah, there was a lot of performances that went on there. I was waiting there for a while, but everybody was dope, though. They were cool. Yeah, what was one of the, well, from your perspective, for you performing, what was one of the best things that you took away from that? Just seeing all the happy faces when I went up on there.
Okay. That's good. So your music affects other people, so that's dope.
Yeah, and just the adrenaline rush it gives you, it's just crazy. It just feels like you just got in a car crash or something. Like, you know that feeling with adrenaline.
Well, I don't know about getting in a car crash, but I know, you know, a little rush. Yes. No, but I understand, and I think it's important that you express yourself like that, you know, because a lot of these kids who are watching you, they probably think, okay, yeah, he got it good. He just came out of nowhere. No, but there's a lot of hard work that's involved.
Work into it,
Right.
Just stay on that 24-hour grind. You can't stop it, or unless it's just gonna like plummet to the floor. And just always have your head up high and just look to the future.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I think you got a great future ahead of you. Here at N0Sleep, we look to enlighten and encourage, you know, and that's definitely something that I'm sure you're going to be doing. You have a great head on your shoulders. You got a great team behind you and support. So I just want you to tell our audience where they can follow you, where they can find you, and how they can continue to support you. You
can follow me on Instagram at thereal.NoSleep or official.NoSleep. Either or is fine. And yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
I'm telling you, these kids, they're about to do some things. So, again, this is S.A. Ofure for N0Sleep Magazine, and we just had the best conversation with N0Sleep. Check it out.